our state, a man who needs no introduction, the fabulous Senator Richard Blumenthal.
There are 3 seats in the second row, and 4 seats in the second row. Please take them. No, he's already seated.
I always appreciate whenever it said he needs no introduction because I know I'm a little bit safer. And I'm really excited to be here today. Truth be known, I'm excited to be almost anywhere except Washington, D.C. these days. So, thank you to Susan, to the great team at Ciri. How about a big round of applause for all of the Ciri team. You are absolutely amazing, really amazing. I'm so proud to be here tonight, and I understand it is a record turnout tonight. As much as I know the governor is thinking, whoa, it's for me, no, he really isn't thinking that. But it is for this cause. And I'm here to say, I think America is beginning to understand we are a nation of immigrants. We need to care for immigrants. We need to defend them. We need to protect them. Yesterday, I went around the state to 6 of the No Kings rallies. And they were absolutely amazing. I know the governor was in Stamford and Greenwich. And what was amazing about them is not just the energy and the spirit and the joy in preserving democracy, but I will tell you, the loudest applause line, wherever I went, was, we need to protect immigrants. People applauded that line more than any other. And so I think people are really beginning to understand, even if they are in favor of having border security, they understand that we are a nation of immigrants and that grabbing people, seizing people from their homes, their churches, their doctor's offices, just because they look different, is wrong, deeply wrong in America. And I can tell you, I'm going to continue this fight. It is part of who I am, what I do. I've been proud to work with Ciri over these years. And, I'm reminded literally every day of the importance of this cause. I was involved with, I have been involved with the fight for Ukraine and the Ukrainian immigrants. It has been a mission for me in the United States Senate because Ukraine's fight for freedom is our fight. Our national security is at stake. And the Ukrainians who've come to this country have already added to our talent and energy. Likewise, the Afghan refugees who have come to this country. And I have fought for them, but for immigrants of so many countries where you know that a major part of our workforce, 15% of our workforce, are immigrants, and we depend on them for so much of our economic well-being. So let me just say, finally, the reason I got up to speak is because you will find an auction item. I'm going to sell myself a little bit. And somebody better bid on it. We do have some satisfied customers in the audience in case we need testimonial. It's breakfast with me in the Senate dining room, and then a tour of the Capitol, but including walking onto the Senate floor where nobody's allowed to be if you're not a senator or a senior staff person, but we kind of sneak onto the Senate floor. We walk around, and I explain some of the customs and some of the history, and it's actually a thrill for me because I get to relive what it was like for me to be there on my first day, and what it meant to me as a student of history. But I hope somebody bids on it because it's really embarrassing. It will be. It hasn't happened yet, but it will be embarrassing if nobody bids. So thank you all, finally. Thank you for supporting Ciri. It makes such a difference in people's lives. I am really so inspired every time I meet with Susan, every time I go to the immigration naturalization ceremonies, and somebody invariably says to me, oh, you know, Ciri helped me to become a citizen, to resettle. You are changing lives, you are saving lives. And never doubt that Ciri is really making a difference. Keep up the great work. Thank you for having me tonight.
So we all know the senator is down in Washington and across the state and overseas, fighting for our country and our country's values. Last year, he was our keynote speaker and was where you should have been in Israel. But we did not have and have not had the time to give him his award for last year. So thank you, Senator.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you. What a treat that was. Thank you, Senator Blumenthal, for being with us and for those amazing remarks and for your continued support through the years. It's really so meaningful to us, so thank you. So welcome to Ciri's Soiree. So we've moved up from a gala to a soiree. I don't know, we're not sure exactly why we did that, but we think it's still fun. So we're here to celebrate Together We Thrive, and what we're saying this year is that we are still thriving. Even under the circumstances, we are still thriving. And what a joy to see such a full and lively room tonight. We are truly delighted to have you here. I hope you've enjoyed mingling, perhaps catching up with a bunch of old friends, hopefully meeting new ones, and feeling the warmth of this incredible community that's gathered here tonight. Nights like this remind us that Ciri is more than an organization. It's truly a family, one that continues to grow stronger because of the people in this room and beyond. We have a moving and meaningful program for you tonight. We celebrate champions who lift others. We'll hear from two remarkable Ciri clients whose courage and generosity inspires us all. And will tonight, with your support, mean the world to us. And together, we are assuring that Ciri is indeed thriving. We are so honored to have our governor here tonight. We are honored that you have been so supportive of Ciri, and you are such a supportive of all human beings in the state of Connecticut, and we are very honored to have you here. So on behalf of our incredible board of directors, our amazing staff, we welcome you, and we welcome all of you to our soiree. So thank you for being here. And now it is my honor to introduce Susan Schnitzer, who is our fearless leader and one of the most remarkable people that I know. And we are so lucky to have Susan Schnitzer as our CEO. Thank you so much, Susan.
So you are going to have to listen to a few of us talk before we bring the governor up. It's our way of making sure nobody leaves. So thank you, Francis. And again, I told you you would all be welcome multiple times, so welcome. It really is an honor to be with all of you here at our soiree, formerly gala, a night that celebrates the compassion, courage, and community. Each year, this gathering reminds us of how powerful we are when we come together in a shared commitment to build and safeguard opportunity, dignity, and belonging for all. Last year, many of us stood here in the same room under the theme, as Francis said, Together We Thrive.